He said Dr. King was a horrible man. I didn't say he was a horrible man. I say he was a whoremongering preacher. That don't make him a horrible man. Donald Trump is a whoremonger. He ain't never called him a horrible man. Donald Trump got rape allegations. Bill Clinton, rape allegations.
Yes, sir.
The prince over there in rape allegation, rape allegation. So you never heard him call anybody a horrible man, but he won't say Dr. King is a horrible man. This lying motherfucker, Dr. King, talk peace. So yeah.
I 1000% agree with what Charleston just said, because like I say, instead of him focusing on his demographic, he decided to be very controversial and focus on the black demographic, right? And then he didn't even have his facts right, but yet these things went viral. So this is why I said, for Charlie, some things I agree with what he said, some things I did not agree at all, right? He don't look at his own people to say, well, what have we done? What have we done, right? And the reason why I look at it like this, right? If Israel controls the United States and the United States give our tax dollars to Israel, I don't know why. It seems like they are the people in control. We give our tax dollars to them, millions and millions of dollars for them to go fight. They're on a 6-tier war front right now. That doesn't really make sense to me. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave them comments down below. Let me know what you think about that. Your hard-working taxpaying dollars is being represented, right? Or being sent overseas and misrepresenting your moral principles and beliefs, right? Like I say, he's funded by the Trump family, right? He's funded by Israel. He's funded by a lot of these groups that to me don't make sense at all. But leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think. Let's continue.
So no. So we've
I
never
think,
said.
I think with slavery, y'all both. He mentioned something about slavery.
He
You
said-
say all the time.
He said we were better off with slavery.
Yeah, you say that too.
He said we were better off than we are today. He a lying motherfucker.
Yeah,
We got rights today.
exactly.
We were better off together. But my rhetoric and his rhetoric do not align. We were not better off as slaves when a white man can rape a black woman and be excused.
But in past interviews, you did say slavery needs to come back when out of control. You haven't said that a few times.
No. He's not advocating for slavery to come back. He's advocating that we were better off as black people as slaves.
Okay.
I'm saying we need these conditions to strengthen us as black people again. We wasn't better off, we were just stronger. We wasn't better off when we can be hung up on a tree and captured when they said we was free and the other slave masters said, no, that's still my, we wasn't better off. We didn't have more.
Did you know Charlie Kirk before he died?
No.
I seen him
I
debate a few times, but I
want to say, me and him was on a segment together on Alex Stein's show, on Prime Stein with Alex Stein. So I want to say we had a brief segment, but him and Alex Stein is real good.
Now, as far as, so you got to look at the negative too and see some positive light. And I agree with Charleston about that too. Maybe back in the days, as far as slavery, right, we were more family oriented, niche together, stronger as people, right? Because think about it, what happened right after slavery, right? We flourished. We had Black Wall Street. We had our own businesses. We worked together, but these things was then destroyed, of course, because they realized, they said, well, the president realized and said, well, they're much better divided than together. We let them out, but then they came together. They started forming together, spending money with one another. Let's destroy that by any means. And to me, that's when the media companies start flourishing. That's when the bombings start happening. That's when religion was used as a separation mechanism. You have so many different religions, and I'm like, even the root word religion means to reunite. So why are religions separated anyway? Study the language, study the words. Religion means to reunite, but yet we are so divided. You get it? And look how many wars have started because of the difference in belief. Just look at it. So is religion really serving its true purpose? I don't really think so. But leave your thoughts down below. You know what you continue, Charleston.
So, but I never heard of him, never knew anything about him, never seen a video before he died or nothing. So I'm saying, why would we be affected by a white boy getting killed by a white boy?
Indeed.
Why would that bother black people? It don't matter. We don't cheer it on or nothing because his rhetoric don't reach my ear.
This is another thing that I wanted to mention, right? I don't understand how when George Floyd died and everyone else, you had other groups of people, whites, every other group of people mocking the situation. Now you have Charlie Kirk. People are getting fired for having their thoughts of opinion. Just a simple thoughts of opinion. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have some empathy. Right? Empathy is something that you should have. But empathy shouldn't come or your comments or what your thoughts shouldn't come to the expense of you losing your job. Right? I think that actually affects the freedom of speech, the Second Amendment, and the laws, and them rewriting laws. Because I look at it like this, right? The same thing that Charlie Kirk stood for, freedom of speech, freedom of right to bear arms, right, is the same things that they're using in order to, let's just say, push the agenda out for us not to even have freedom of speech. They're changing the laws. And look at these algorithms. TikTok is being ran or trying to be controlled with propaganda funds by Israel. So what does that tell you? They can tell you what to talk about and what not to talk about. Jimmy Kimmel was a perfect example. They fired him. Now, he said some things. He's a comedian. The same thing that they try to do with I make this a person. The same thing they try to do with what's the comedian name? Anyway, the same thing they try to do with Dave Chappelle. The same thing they try to do with Dave Chappelle. Right? When he talked about the transgender community, LBG community, make a joke, they try to blacklist him, right? He still continued his program, same thing with Jimmy Kimmel. And Disney ended up losing $3.6 billion in one day. You guys understand the effect of that? And they decided to rehire him because it's like you're stepping on people's amendments now. You know, that's a whole different ballgame. Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think.
He's never came across my algorithm. You know why? He arguing with college students that don't know a mother thing. He couldn't have debated me. He could have debated me. One of the biggest lies I heard him say is that Trayvon Martin hunted George Zimmerman in the middle of the night. Then another thing I heard him say that black women can't think.
Nah, that's crazy.
Black women, he can't think. But then he says, if he saw a black pilot, he wondered if he's qualified.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I see.
When I see a black pilot, I say,
that gives hint white supremacy. At the end of the day, that's what it hints. And it hints that he's programmed to think what he thinks or being very stereotypical. And most people are very stereotypical. We get that. But at the same time, some things, if you see a black man as a pilot, he's obviously qualified, wouldn't you say? I mean, he didn't just get there by forging a signature. He had to go through loops, hurdles, trainings, fly courses, all these things. So to me, that was very ignorant.
white folk let you get this job? For him to even be at the door to get the job, he got to be qualified.
Facts.
It's certain tests you got to pass. So yeah, they pick you on your color, but your color don't get you in the door. Your test scores do. So nigga, they trying to make it seem like black people ain't worked to accomplish what we done accomplished.
Exactly.